Hello and welcome to the Colour Group's Explained Assembly. Thank you for deciding to watch this. It's really important you understand the colour group your child has been placed in and what they can do and you can do to best support them going forward. The first thing you need to understand is what are colour groups and how are they decided? Well, colour groups are essentially intervention groups. They identify the strengths and weaknesses your child has in all of the subjects they study. They're decided when teachers make predictions each half term about how they think your child is going to do in their GCSEs. They make these predictions based on classwork, homework, attendance, attitude and work ethic, and performance in assessments. If a child is doing really well, they'll be placed in a higher colour group. If a child is not performing well, we'll place them in a lower colour group. Each colour group has different interventions and different things that we do to make sure they progress. So why do we have the colour groups? Well, first of all, they're definitely not supposed to embarrass the student. We want to be completely transparent and we want them to understand that if they're not doing well in a certain subject, they need to address it. The colour groups allow the students, the teachers and yourselves to identify strengths and weaknesses they need to focus on. They can be in any one of 10 colour groups depending on their predictions and their target grades. They can move up and down the colour groups, so it's really important they understand the power of them and what it means to be in each one. Here's just a quick insight in how powerful the colour groups have been over the few years that we've implemented them. Our grade 5 or higher in both English and Maths has increased by 24% in the last 4 years, and colour groups is one of the fundamental reasons why this has happened. They were introduced in 2018 alongside Masterclass and the excellent behaviour system and the great teaching we have at school. This has all been part of the bigger change which has allowed students to continuously do better and better over the last few years. So your child is in the pink group. That means they're achieving a grade 5 or higher in English and Maths, but not in 3 more of their GCSEs. So they're not going to get 5 passes for their GCSEs as it stands. Keep up the good work in English and Maths, but they're underachieving and not reaching their potential in their option subjects. They need to change their focus now and think about how they're going to improve in these subjects. So how can you best support at home? What I'd like you to do is go through your child's report with them. Have an honest conversation about their strengths and weaknesses. Talk about why they are achieving in certain subjects but not others. Where are their target grades not matching up with their predictions? The problem is not going to solve itself. And what can you do and what can they do to change their predictions the next time round? The next slide has an activity you two can do together. So your child is not doing as well as they could do. What commitments can they make today to ensure they're going to improve throughout the course of this year? Take a look at this here. The sphere of control, everything your child can control. When they're in school, are they doing their homework? And then the influence it has. Do they get good exam results because of this? And so on. These things can be controlled. I want your child to make some commitments today about what they're going to do, what they're going to change to ensure they move in the right direction. And the final message is you get one shot at year 11. Do not regret not trying your hardest. These results are life-changing, and the harder you work now, the better your results will be.